onto
We
ya.
talked about it.
Simple. You got a ship, could find 'em all to boot.
Who is that man?
Him? Some old salt always on about letters he's got from Captain Kidd. Nonsense, really, but he doesn't hurt no one, so I'll leave him be. Talk to him if you fancy, but be warned he'll chew your ear off. Anyway, the Aquila's here for you. If you should get a pang for the open sea, we'll be waiting. Now, I implore you to head up the hill before the old man comes out of retirement just for me.
The fact that everyone knows he's in retirement.
Weeks. And not even a goodbye before you left.
Sorry.
Well, what are you waiting for? Put them on.
Oh, yes, I can finally get outfits. It sounds stupid, but best part about Assassin's Creed is their outfits. The amount of outfits you have from an assassin.
Once upon a time, we had a ceremony on such occasions. But I don't think either of us are really the type for that. You've your tools and training, your targets and goals. And now you have your title. Welcome to the Brotherhood, Connor.
My title is, I'll tell you. I choose the title, I'll tell you. It's weird, the fact that, like, titles like the Brotherhood, the Assassin, stuff like that. It's like memory sequence initialized. You got negative 20. Yay! I love the outfits. Like, look great. The amounts of details in some of these outfits are amazing. Like, that's a...
Welcome back, Desmond. You'll be happy to hear there's actually good news for once.
Once?
Yeah?
I've managed to locate a power source, and it's relatively close by. Up for a trip to Manhattan?
Is it safe to leave? Abstergo's gotta be looking for us.
Obviously, it's not safe. Can't exactly sit around here hoping to get lucky, though, can we? We need that power source. Besides, I'm sure you can cook up some way to hide our movements.
Maybe. The Templars have access to all kinds of satellites and camera systems. We'll need to find a way to mask our digital signature. I can probably camouflage the van, too. But there's not much I can do for us.
There never was much. Oh, my leg's dead.
That's an easy one.
Oh, my legs went dead. I can't undo it any longer. Desmond does nothing. The useless assassin. Yeah?
Local utility companies have assured the public that they're completely prepared for the upcoming solar maximum. Disruptions to service are expected to be minimal.
If only they knew.
What's this?
A remote-operated camera. It'll provide us with a feed while you're on mission. This will let us talk to each other.
We're almost there, so listen up. The artifact is in an office penthouse in Lower Manhattan. At this time of night, direct infiltration is going to get you noticed. I think we're better off having you drop in from above. What do you mean, above?
I think that's what he meant by above. Oh, ooh, I can't
you hear
skip
me?
them. What?
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yep, read you just fine. Now why don't you power up the camera? I've got pictures. Running diagnostics. Perfect. I've got a nice strong signal.
Have you? Basically, apparently what we're using to see how we move is the camera. I hate doing these parts.
Oh, that's hold still. That's a lovely view.
Seriously, Sean? Fuck you.
Oh my god. This is actually quite tedious. I was pressing E all this time. See what I mean? It's quite funny because it actually does show that you're actually part of the camera. You're actually meant to be the camera.
Just a heads up. There's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, man. Come on, Desmond.
Jesus.
Look on the bright side. No security to worry about.
And on the not so bright side, the slightest misstep means you're effectively paced.
Shut up, Sean.
This is actually ridiculous. I hate that. I really do hate that. Do I really have to go this way?
Almost there, Desmond. Once you reach the top of the lit-up crane, you should be high enough to make the jump.
Should?
It'll be fine, don't worry.
Well, you might want to worry
As soon as you say so,
I'm pretty
short,
sure she was high
I'll
when
be
she was running
scared.
the numbers.
Sean!
A joke. It was a joke. Or was it?
Come on.
Just a heads up, there's no elevator access from here on out. You'll have to get up there the old-fashioned way.
I'm already up here.
Jump when you're ready, but wait for my signal to open the chute. Timing's really important here. Too soon or too late, and you'll miss the building.
Ah. Didn't know Desmond cared about the building that much.
Now! Open your chute, now!
I clearly missed the building. I clearly missed the building. Desmond should have been flattened. I should not be alive.
That wasn't so bad.
So, you must be Desmond. Not exactly what I expected, but I guess your kind doesn't have many options these days.
Who are you?
Ask your father. Now give me that.
I don't think so.
Look, I'm not supposed to kill you, but the boss man didn't say anything about fucking you up. So you got to the counter. Oh!
I did it. I do love saying times like idiots.
So who the hell is Daniel Cross?
Believe it or not, he used to be an assassin. The assassin, the way I've heard it told, but It turned out he was a sleeper agent for Abstergo, programmed to infiltrate and destroy the organization.
How did he know you were there? We could be compromised.
They must have caught me snooping inside their network and sent Cross to see what we were after. If they were aware of our current location, we'd know. Though, I will say this. It doesn't bode very well for future expeditions.
I've set up some cameras topside. If anyone shows up, we'll see it.
I'd suggest you go see about finding a socket for that power source. Or we can return to Connor if you prefer. All the artifacts in the world won't mean a thing without the key.
Or I go and say that's the end of the episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. It might have been a short one, might have been a long one, I don't know. I just wanted to have a little bit of a break. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's been nicely playing in the outside world, playing on the inside world at the same time. It's been nice, but it's also been like one of those type of episodes where it's like, so as in all the other episodes, I can walk up, interact with people. So like
Desmond,
this.
there you are. Can I ask a favour?
No.
Maybe.
When this is all over, I'd like to try turning the dial back on the Animus. Like, all the way back. To the time of the first civilization.
You think it would work?
There was no real loss of fidelity when you visited Altair. Then again, that was about 1,000 years ago, and I'm looking at going back at least 70,000 more.
Sure, I'd be up for it. Be interesting to see what things were like back then.
Excellent. I think it would prove most enlightening. So this is how it started.
What are you up to?
Just brushing up on my American history. I say history. They certainly teach you strange things in the States.
Like what?
Well, for all the talk of this being a revolutionary war, it was a civil one. Well, not that kind of civil. I mean, there was no America versus Britain. It was Brit on Brit action. And you can clearly see how the whole thing got started. One war gave birth to the other.
You mean the 7 Years' War?
Exactly. Seems the Crown overspent in its attempt to keep the French out, wound up with a great deal of debt. Believing that the colonists should help to shoulder the burden, new taxes were created. It was a reasonable request, even if Parliament was rather, well, undiplomatic about it.
Well, it's not really fair to tax people for a war they didn't want any part of.
What? Didn't want any part of? Did you not notice George Washington with Edward Braddock? He was right there in the middle of it. So here you have the Crown spending who knows how much money to secure a place for the colonists to thrive, and then, when they ask for a little bit of help... Right, look, think of it this way. King George and the colonists, they all go out to dinner, right? And when the bill comes, George asks for them to kick in and pay their share. Fair enough. But keep in mind, he's been taking them out to dinner gratis for decades now. But the colonists, oh no, they insist they only had a glass of water and a side salad. Never mind the table's full of half-eaten food and empty bottles of wine. Now when the king points this out, what do the colonists do? Oh, they flip the table over and they storm out the restaurant. Probably intending to return later and burn it down.
You left out the part where the king pointed a gun at the colonists and asked them to cover dinner for everyone in the restaurant.
Right, yeah, interesting take. If he pulled out a gun, and I'm not sure he did, it would only have been after the 100th failed attempt at getting them to pay their fair share.
But how do you define someone's fair share?
Oh, well, with a war, apparently.
So yeah, stuff like that actually is interesting because you talk to them, you can sort of stuff like that. There's so much in the outside world. I might go around, just do stuff around here. Just to keep it up. So I can keep up to knowledge and all that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you have, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.